Bounce back ability, you would think, for the likes of Tunisia and Mauritania. Can they bounce back in the next match? We'll take a little look next. That's right, folks. Back once again, another 5-minute preview. Looking forward to Tunisia up against Mauritania, of course, over in the AFCON, and we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new, where you been, smash your subscribe and get back to all things AFCON related, world football related. We got it all here under one roofski. Tunisia, of course, upset for, of course, not playing full 90 minutes against Mali, but of course, they'll need to bounce back at their first attempt. So can be said for the opposition. Mauritania, of course, losing, of course, to Gambia. But can they both bounce back, or will it both end in a draw? We'll look at it all in a second. A big shout out to my VRPs. They are the Patreons, guys. Thank you for loving, of course, on the Patreon. If you want to help us out in that department, check it all out down below, patreon.com/Roverseas. But anyway, we're going to go into it. We've got a 5-minute preview. Looking forward to this one. Of course, Tunisia up against Mauritania, of course, at the Limbe Stadion, of course, on the 16th of Jan. It is the late kickoff, of course. Can Tunisia bounce back? Here we go. Let's take a look at them. Of course, managed by Modir Keribeba. Of course, qualified as Group J winners. They ain't no slouches, guys. And of course, they secured the deal on 17th November 2020. They've been here 20 times in the past. 2019 was their last. And of course, their best ever appearance was in 2004 when they won the piston thing. 30th in the world according to FIFA, and 40-1 they were to lift the trophy at the start of the tournament. Let's take a look at, of course, their record right here, right now. Of course, not pretty. They sit bottom of the pops at the moment. Of course, after that shock defeat against Mali. Of course, after this game against Mauritania, they'll take on Gambia to wrap up the 3-game sweep. And of course, that game will take place on Thursday, January 20th. Of course, coming at you though. Let's take a look at the squad then for you for Tunisia, with the likes of what we got, Fariam Ben Mustafa between the sticks. We got also Abi Abedil, of course, at the back with Hasmatapa Talibai. Also alongside Dylan Bron, of course, who did play last time. Hamza Rafia, Hannibal Mejri did start as well. And of course, Wadim Kaziri, who also missed that illustrious penalty, which could have given them a share of the spoils. However, this is my starting lineup for you. We've got Farid Ben Mustafa between 6, Malol, Bron, and Hadidadi at the back there, with Drago on the left, Talabali on the right, Laduni, Slilti, and Kanui in a 5-man midfield. Wahid Kalzari, of course, Yusuf Mansanki leading the charge for Tanzania. Mauritania, of course, coming at you with Didier Gomes da Rosa as your manager, qualified as Group E runners-up, secured the deal on the 30th of March 2021. This is their second appearance in, of course, the AFCON. 2019 was their last. They never made it out of the group stages then. Will they make it out of it this time around? Of course, 133 in the world, according to FIFA, and 250-1. They were ranked, of course, to lift the trophy at the end of the campaign. Coming at you, Group F. Looks like this. Mauritania currently finding themselves in third. No points so far on the board from that 1-0 loss against Gambia. Of course, to get a result here against Tunisia, they'll really have a realistic chance to make the knockout stages. Of course, standing in the way for the third game will be Mali, and that game will take place on Thursday, January the 20th. Let's recap, of course, the squad then for Mauritania. Of course, we've got the likes of Membaki Ndande at the back there. We've got Diarra as well in defence. We've got Abdul Bar, of course, Abdel Abiy, of course, over in France there. We've got Kassia Kamara, of course, the likes of Abu Bakr Kamara as well up top. Everybody knows these guys. If you don't, you don't know shit. Let's take a look at the starting 11. Then this is my starting 11, of course, for you. Boubacar Diop between the sticks with Abderrahmane at the left back. Didier Diarra, Hubabib, and Abiy Demba, of course, making up a back four with Amalamanki and Ndende, Mahmoud Delili and Ibrahim Koulibaly, of course, a 4-man midfield. Adamaba and Kamara up top. Of course, we all know what to expect from the starting 11. Then, shall we? Of course, let's take a look at the recent record. Then they played 8 times, these two nations, of course, stretching all the way back to 2015. 5 wins to Tunisia, nothing for Mauritania, and of course 3 draws as well. Tunisia, though, coming to this back-to-back defeats for them. In fact, they got 50% form, winning 3 and losing 3 of the last 6. Meanwhile, Mauritania just 1 win at the past 6 games, 25% form for them at the moment. Of course, the biggest win for Tunisia was a 5-1 win. They scored 13 goals to 13, which is around about 1.63 goals a game ratio when taking on Mauritania. Of course, the recent results, of course, last round was back in 30th of November. It wasn't too long ago. It was a 5-1 win for Tunisia. And, of course, last time, they also had a draw not too long ago as well. So they played each other 3 times within the last year. And, of course, Tunisia won 2 of them. They put a vote out there. 84 viewers had voted. Tunisia got 83%. Mauritania with 11. And, of course, the draw has got 6. Of course, let's take a look at the recent odds then for this one. Of course, Tunisia are 29 on for the Richie. 81 is your shots of Mauritania, and 3-1 is your bloody draw. I'm going to go with a 2-0 win for Tunisia on this one to take it to the house. And, of course, keep the dream alive. Let's take a little look at the odds for the trophy itself. Tunisia are now 90 favourites, 25-1, with Mauritania 400-1. They've still got a little bit of scope on them ahead of the likes of Ethiopia and that, but, of course, still got a lot of work to do if they're going to get through to the knockout stages. That is my take on it. Of course, be sure to give the video a love and smash your thumbs up, smash your subscribe, click the links down below. I'm on Twitter, I'm on Twitch, I'm on Facebook, and of course, Patreon. But until then, boys, I'll see you soon for the next one. Until then, we're done.